Folks, how's everybody doing today? Does God exist? Does God exist on our phones? Your phone. Does it exist on your phone or my phone? All phones. I have a lot of phones right here. Again. And I just wanted to challenge everybody today just to ask your phone today if God exists and see what happens. I'm going to do that right now so you don't really have to. We'll see what happens here. Does God exist? And I've got it on silent so in case somebody starts talking here, but you can kind of see here that there's quite a bit of information there, and it can keep going and going. And actually, a while ago, I went ahead and scrolled through it just for a few minutes, and I was surprised that there was only one that questioned the existence of God, where there was like a lot of them that basically went into an explanation that their possibility did exist, that God exists. Well, that was pretty cool, really. And you know, and let's start with some scripture a little bit here. Ephesians 4:29. Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to use of edifying, which is that means providing moral or intellectual instruction. So, you know, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good, that it may minister grace unto those who hear. So I thought that was pretty cool. So switching gears a little bit, I'm moving away from the recycle shop today. And just last week, I spoke these words in my last video. It says, you know, I was standing in a field where God gave me another chance to balance my life with His grace and a phone call set up by Him. And I said last week, I said, you know, what was that phone call about? So I'm going to tell you today. You know, when I was in that field that day, I was in dread, deep depression. There was no hope, no monies. You know, I was a picker then, metal and stuff. I recycled metal for monies, for alcohol and food, and if I hit the jackpot, drugs. You know, I looked on Craigslist every single morning for free stuff. And 2 weeks prior to the day that I was in that field, I replied to a free ad for a small metal lawnmower shed. And those things are not that big. You know, that day in the field when my new self was born, I was crying tears of joy, and I was jumping up and down, and my dog was jumping up and down. And when my phone rang, you know, I was very reluctant to answer it, but it kept ringing. And I remember thinking, you know, I can't be bothered by a phone call. Jesus talked to me. My life has changed. I'm crying tears of joy. Well, I went ahead and answered it anyway and started talking to this person that was calling me. And I told him right away, you know, Jesus just talked to me and it changed my life. And I'm crying tears of joy with dogs jumping up and down. And then she interrupted me and she said, I'm just calling to see if you want that metal lawnmower shed. So I came back to her and remember that she was talking about, you know, I remember what she was talking about, you know, and I probably just shouted out, yes, 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 you know, I'll have to get it. Where do you live? And so she texted her address to me, and it was in Windsor. Well, Windsor was about 20 minutes away from my apartment and at least $5 to $7 in gas to get there. Well, today that's probably more like 15 to 20 bucks. You know, I had no money. And my van was completely out of gas. It was out of gas. And there was a lot more to this story, which I'd like to share with you soon. But the bottom line right now is that my dog found 30 bucks. And by the end of the day, I had over $300 in my pocket. And in the next few days, I had another $350, plus or minus. You know, from that day, February 18, 2012, I gave my heart to God through Jesus. And I've always had enough of everything in my new life every single day since then. That's been a lot of years. All this started from God, who gave me another chance while He arranged that phone call for me on that day. So if you are hammered by addiction or of any kind, or depression, or any reason, or anxiety from anything, Go stand in your field. Your field could be a room. It could be on the sidewalk. It could be in your garage. It could be in your front lawn. But get out there or wherever you want to go and then ask God to help change your heart through Jesus. Give Jesus your heart and follow him, and you will always have enough for the rest of your life, along with real happiness. In John 14:14, if you ask me anything in my name, I will do it. That's what he said. If you ask me anything in my name, I will do it, and he will help you. I always say, what do you got to lose here? Nothing. Does God exist on your phone? Does it exist on my phone? The answer is yes. That's it, folks. I'm taking off next week. I'll hopefully put my story out about that day in the field that changed my life. There's a whole lot more info. Kind of cool on that. See you next Sunday. Have a good day.
If you have questions about recycling your heart, come to the Greeley Vineyard Church or Google the Vineyard USA website and find a church near you. Contact them and there will be someone there to help you.